welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Alan Wake. We are on the way to a gas station where we're hoping to report the car accident that we were in. Just noticed there's some shotgun ammo here on the window ledge. We're going to grab this. We haven't actually been in this little cabin yet, so let's just quickly have a little peer around.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am.
Is this the old guy we were talking to on the ferry?
All night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walk.
Okay, I thought there might be some. I mean, there might be something spooky in there, but it's taking a while to get to the point. So let's move on. Hang on a minute. Something rustling in the undergrowth.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks.
You have a good night now.
Alright, well there might be... we might run into a dog while we're looking around out here for the gas station. I think we found a page. Let's check it out. Yeah, so I feel like I've missed one. I mean, I'm probably going to miss others, I'm guessing, because I'm not going to poke into every... Well, I'll poke into corners when I think there are corners to poke into, but I'm not going to venture too far just for the heck of it.
As if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Okay. I think part of the problem is that you'll only really know that you've missed a page when you found the next one.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
And then it's kind of like, do you backtrack?
Belly Burster is the best with no cards.
What's this?
Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Okay. Some crazy guy out here. Let's get this generator going. What do we got here? Revolver ammo. Don't mind if I do. Batteries. Okay. Well, there's the gas station. Still quite a ways off. Oh, safe haven. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Ah! Did he throw an axe at me? You son of a bitch. This as well. Where'd you go? You gonna come back? Yeah, there's two of you, huh? Ow! Health a little bit. Throwing axes, huh? Seen that one before. Don't think it's that way. And I'm not sure. Oh, that to me looks like a possible. Whoa! gun's a little more hesitant on the trigger than you think. Yeah, there's definitely a page. What? Yeah, I guess I'm running. Let me grab that though. Right, we'll read that. We'll read that in a bit. Run it, Alan. I hate that the shift key is the same as the dodge key. So every time I start running, he does this little scamper first. I'm gonna go this way. They probably can't get through like the light, right? I mean, they could probably go just materialize beyond it, I suppose. But actually, while we're standing in the safe haven, let's have a look at that page we found.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Yeah, well, we aren't at the gas station yet. The gas station is all the way over there. Digger. I just ran as I heard that equipment starting. This way. Oh, just loot. Okay. I mean, loot's good, don't get me wrong. But, where do we go? And this kind of feels like a path. Oh, it's the path I was just on, I think, isn't it? Oh, man. I mean, I guess the actual route to the garage could be this way. The gas station could be this way, right? So this looks like the sort of place where you could find a page, potentially. They do stand out, at least. Like, you can see them from a... Like, I can already see there's one right over there by that gate, so... What do we got? The guys in my neighborhood.
We enjoy the magnificent.
I might have to fight these guys because I haven't got a safe haven to get to. Shit. Oh, I'm going to be dead very fast. It's because of the dodge. I can't. Because it's mapped to the shift key. It's kind of hard for me to do it on keyboard. Like I can do that, and I was trying to, but it's hard to it's physically hard to do it with being where it is. So I'm not that fussed about that flare gun, I have to say. I feel like it's loaded. Okay. I feel like it's loaded me in before I took the ammo and stuff. I've got fewer bullets than I was expecting. Okay, well I'm not sure what to do there, because no, that page is still there. Let's take the shotgun out. I'll tell you what. I wonder if the flare gun would help. Does that light the area up, right? Alright, what happens if I... Didn't solve all my problems. Okay, well, it was a bit more manageable with it, I will say. Oh no, the torch is recharging. Does it always do that? If your battery didn't empty. Ah. Interesting. I'll keep an eye on that. Alright, well I want to check this out. got some batteries. So, well, I have a shotgun, but presumably there's ammo to gain from it. Can't dual-wield shotguns, I'm fairly sure. Much as that would be fun. I think I'll still walk around with the pistol kind of out as my main weapon, because I'm going to guess the shotgun ammo is a little bit thinner on the ground than the revolver ammo. Now, I don't trust that, just from a personal safety standpoint. Don't like this. Why is it so windy and misty all of a sudden? Let me get my shotgun back out. Okay. Give me ammo. We're not currently being attacked. Let's check out that page we got.
Cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
It requires patience!
Oh, hello. Why are we highlighting you in particular?
Even with
Oh, it's a lot.
the engine block takes the cool. Blouse isn't easy.
I meant to change that.
This my soul has destroyed the winter.
Shit. Don't like him. Where's that other one? Come on, where are you?
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reached the lights at the gas station alive.
Okay. Ooh, thermos. That's the big news. Okay, well, I'm guessing he was like a mini-boss type thing. Let's just check my guns are all loaded. Okay, good. We want to get in there, yeah? Ah, gas station. I'll look behind stuff just in case there's a page in there or something.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
I don't remember that. Let's have a look around here. Look-see.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Might even have been the way I was supposed to go, seeing as... Okay, there's a page. Yeah. So this is... Yeah, Stucky's. That's where that guy was from. See what the page is. So, if this is for like the first episode of the game, we've done pretty well on the pages, to be fair. There's only 4 more. One I think I've definitely missed. But then 3 others hopefully
Stucky
gettable.
spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Too encouraging. I will go in the gas
I had
station.
to get inside the gas station
okay.
to find a phone to call for help.
Guess that's the next stage. I might have a look in the garage bit first, seeing as that's open. Yeah, we've done that.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Well, there's a phone. Let's just have a little walk. Oh, okay, what's this? That's fine. That's the Deer Fest thing, whatever it is. I'll just gonna have a look up these rows and see if there's anything else. I don't know if I can turn the torch off, because, like, I don't really need it in the current environment.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
They came quick.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen,
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
Yeah, I shot him about 10
I
times.
realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice. Previously on Alan Wake.
Okay, so it's done as like TV
Off with my
episodes, despite the
wife,
fact it's
Alice.
one game. It wasn't
Thanks for
episodic,
coming here with me.
don't think.
I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
We don't need the previously on. New York City, 3 years ago.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
I see a thermos. Alan has eyes for thermoses. I will say that I got a copyright strike for the Roy Orbison song in the first episode, and that, when it's just said at the end of episode 1 it was the same song playing, so I'll probably cut that out. So if there's a sudden skip between the end of episode 1 and the beginning of episode 2, that would be why. I'm going to go and grab that thermos before I do anything. That's, as far as I know, that's the main thing I should be doing in this game.
Long night, but these shots are turning out great.
Collecting thermoses.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
We can have a look around his apartment. Guess this is his office. Yeah, that actually is a collectible page. So we have...
It's true what they say about the fall and the
two
sudden
already.
stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Okay, got a second one as well.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Is that... That sounds like it could have been taken from Max Payne 2. It sounds very familiar. It's certainly written in the same style. I mean, I guess it's from this novel, but it sounds like from Max Payne 2. Those are Max's guns too. I mean, are the stories he's writing, is it basically Max Payne? It could be. Those are Max's twin Berettas, I think. Turn to sender. What can I forget? Alex Casey. Was Alex not Max's partner in Max Payne? I'm not sure. It's been many, many years since I played the Max Payne games, so can't remember all the details. Developed by the same people, though, obviously, so, you know, it possibly is a bit of an Easter egg. And Max's painkillers. Yeah, that looks just like from Max Payne. Interesting. We got a radio I can probably switch on.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Without wanting to harp on it, obviously Max Payne, definitely 1, maybe 1 and 2 were set during legendary blizzard. The door sound effect is definitely the Max Payne one. Yeah, turn on the coffee maker, I guess. That's what we're here to do, isn't it?
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Can we go outside? Yeah. Well, nice place, though.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
TMI. I'm afraid. TMI. Alright, I guess we look at these. We're already here, but...
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please Please check the fuse box.
I need to shout.
I'm right here.
I know.
Please
I was about to
hurry.
say.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on now, please.
In the kitchen? Oh, okay. That's a fuse box, isn't it? Alright.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Shine it in her face. That'll make her feel better.
Hi.
You okay?
Is that better?
I'm sorry.
Is that better, honey?
It just really spooked me.
Don't
It's okay.
worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know
She'll find it
it's
comforting to have the
stupid,
torch right in her
but it's
face.
just, especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Back to the present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Derivative.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Oh, what are we examining? This thing? The fish? Fish.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake?
Nope.
Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Is Sarah up here? What we got? Some missing perps. Oh, I got a missing cat. Missing Richard Bow, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. My camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you've seen them, blah, 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 blah. I'm not sure if those names are supposed to mean anything to me. They don't, but I just wonder if they're a nod to something.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for
What about my
wife
weapons?
yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I shot
I'm
loads
not
of guys.
sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
That's what I do.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong, see? Sure, I beat him up.
Yeah, pal. I'm sure it's all
The
fine.
early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
I'll be taking that. Thank you very much.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big days.
Alright. Okay, so Junker. That's probably that, right? Yeah. So... need to get in there, maybe?
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Let's have a look. See, it looks like I've missed one again, but maybe there's one in the police station.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I'm gonna just before we do this, I'm actually just gonna go back into the station. I just want to see if there's another page there. I mean, there might be something around here potentially. Probably. Yeah. Here we go. So that should be. Yeah. Okay.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Okay. I mean, these pages that I assume they're trying to create one cogent narrative, but I'm not. They don't even seem that connected to me. There is another page here.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Okay. Well, don't. Did I grab the thermos? I saw one when I came in, I think. What's this?
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
So that stuff was all real. That's the front door. I think the meeting room is where I was, wasn't it? You behind the desk here? You don't mind me looking around here, do you? Oop. Okay, let's go and have a look at that junker.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Probably gotta go out the front door. Is he alive?
The writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Don't mind me.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Interesting. We have a mammoth skeleton?
Seriously,
What's
Al,
that?
what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept?
Was quite convenient.
Have you been
Wait here.
drinking?
Wait here. I have to run around on this balcony.
Easy there, boy. I'm
Oh,
almost
no.
done. Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins?
It's probably that dog
Mr.
from the
Wake,
radio.
I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Max is in
Crazy
pain.
poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Alright, go grab that.
Okay, boy, we're almost done
Do
here.
you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong.
Ooh,
it's a good
thermos.
story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm. Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head.
Grab the form then. I was just seeing behind the desk if there was a manuscript page or something.
Understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Wait here. I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okie dokie.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Alrighty.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You...
Goes on, Barry, doesn't he?
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al?
Barry, you're fired.
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again. Achoo!
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
He likes the torch in his eyes, just like Alice. Right, we'll have a little look around before we leave the cabin.
Lock the door when
Might
I
be some
leave.
pages. Find. There's a mug. It's probably, if I had to put money in it, I'd say there's a thermos somewhere. Haha. I have no idea what the thermoses are for. Maybe it will become clear. I'm just gonna take it. Alright. Couldn't see any pages, so I guess we leave. Switch lights? No, I'm probably alright. Got a barbecue. Let's have a look. That's where we need to go. I think, was that the one? You said radio mast. I can't see a radio mast on that one. The peak looks similar though. See a radio mast anywhere. Look. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll be pretty linear, I'm sure. So.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you.
Now I don't have my shotgun.
Step of the way, Al. Lock the door now.
Okay, well, we seem to be getting all the ones here. I mean, there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot more.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Okay, well, I guess we go this way.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, the cabin, I suppose. Wonder if it's open. I've got my gun out. What was that? Probably a raccoon or something, wasn't it? Proper look down there in a sec. I want to try the house though and see if it's open. Look down here. Any pages? Ooh, radio.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Oh,
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check
Do you see that?
and I'll be one of the pie contest judges.
Okay, it's one of you guys out there, is there?
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
That was quite an effective scare.
No, not this year. I'm just not.
Oh. Interesting they're going a bit more subtle in this bit than they were in the first bit. Alright, what we got? What we got? One of you guys coming for me? That light that was flickering's just gone out, so... A little annoying that I'd gathered so many rounds for the gun and batteries for the torch, and it's kind of all been reset a little bit. What we got? Nature Trail, Moonshine Cavern, Lover's Peak. Well, that's going to be the main... Okay, I don't know if it was a bit of lag that whipped my camera around or something, but it suddenly seemed to draw my attention in here, so... I was going to go in anyway, I just wondered if something was coming for me. Okay. Well, that's not great. Guessing the light's not working in this one.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization.
Right,
But
let's see if there's
some
anything
crimes
useful
are
in here.
impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
Cool.
He's inside.
Well, I'm not going to watch all those. I mean, in Max, it was quite fun to watch the TVs and stuff. They were sort of like in-universe TV shows and stuff. But I don't know if you guys are as interested in all that. So let's just keep moving on. You do have to sort of sit there for a few minutes at a time just watching it. Ooh. Hello. Phone. Let me go up here. Sort of a bandstand or a viewpoint or something. It does have a page. Okay, let's have a look at the page. Oh wow, this is a late one. Wondering if I should maybe save reading that until we've got some more. Maybe try and read them in order as we find them. One here. So this one's... Who's Rusty?
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
So was Rusty the park ranger who gave us the keys? He may have been. I didn't really note his name. Maybe it doesn't bode well for him.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please, help!
In here?
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Hello?
Help me. Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Eddie? Maybe it's maybe it's in the office. Well, we did find the page that described this though. Hey boy.
Shh. Good boy.
Max seems okay. Get your thermos check. Okay. Look around for pages and stuff. Let's get over to the sheriff's office.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
I see a thermos. Right, what's that page?
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Okay, well, first things first, we're going for that thermos. Gotta get your priorities straight. Now, other than that, is there anything useful in here? Not really. The generator, is that going to be out back or something? Or is it going to be in the office? Oh, there's another thermos. Well, I never. I thought it was some kind of achievement for collecting thermoses in the game. They don't seem to have any other practical purpose, though. That's made itself clear as yet. Is that another? Oh, I thought I saw another page. On there. Let's grab it first. Wake reaches a safe haven of light.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Okay, some ammo and stuff. At least we've got a full clip. Not a clip, I know, but...
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Okay, well, bit of a cliffhanger for poor old Rusty anyway, but I think we're going to leave it there for today. When we come back, we'll investigate what's happening over there in the visitor center. It doesn't sound good. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode anyway. If you have, if you could hit that thumbs up button, that'd be great. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the game and the playthrough so far. Always great to get your thoughts. And if you're watching this and not yet subscribed to the channel, it would be amazing if you could. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.